Hello friends, welcome to virtual classroom of clinical pharmacology. In today's session we shall discuss on need of lowering the threshold of statistical significance. Ronald Fisher introduced the concept of null hypothesis significance testing, and as per this concept arbitrarily p .05 was taken as a cutoff. So, at the end of the study and at the end of the statistical evaluation, if the p is less than 0.05, so it was taken that the treatment is effective, and if the p is more than 0.05, then it was taken that treatment is not effective. So, this was wrong. Whether treatment is effective or not effective, it doesn't depend only on the p value. There are so many other factors. However, we can see there was too much emphasis on the p value by all the researchers across the world, and this has led to a number of publications which focuses only on the p value and then cleverly forget the other important part. So when we look at three journal, Nature, Science, and PNAS, then we can see that there is an escalation of the article highlighting the p values from 2000 from 1997 to 2017. So if you look at the Nature Journal of 1997, so there were 224 articles which shows p value, which increased 2.5 times dramatically to 564. In case of Science Journal, it was 151, and it increased by 5 times to 751 by 2017. And if you look at PNS Journal, then it was 55 only in 1997. However, dramatically it increased to 14.5 times. That is 797 article which shows total p values. So this clearly shows that during this period of time, researchers across the world, they were only working on p value so that they can say that the treatment is effective. So now this actually over reliance on the p value has led to a concept bias called p value hacking, which is also known as selective reporting. And there were some common practices that lead to this p value hacking, which include at the time of interim analysis, so doing conducting analysis midway through experiment to decide whether to continue collecting data or not. So if anybody is working on any new product or any new indication, so at the time of interim analysis, they will see if the p value is coming significant, then they will go with the for rest of the study. Otherwise, they will not go with the rest of the study. So which is also wrong, as well as doing the post analysis. So what researcher will do from the beginning, he will be recording many response variable and then deciding which to report post analysis. So suppose there are 10 variables he is recording, and out of 10 only 7 comes with p value significant, only those 7 will be reported and rest 3 will not be reported. So this is also an example of selective reporting. Then to decide whether to include or drop outlier or not. So the decision will be based on whether how the p value comes significant. If p value comes significant after including outlier, then outlier will be included, and if p value, if it is coming significant after excluding outlier, then conveniently outlier will be excluded. Then there was some manipulation in the treatment group. So there was exclusion, combination, or splitting of treatment group only just to show that p value is coming significant. So for example, treatment will be evaluated in male patient, female patient, like this way, just to say that the treatment is effective. Another example is manipulation in the covariate. So covariates will be either included or excluded so that the p value comes significant. So for that, the regression concept was taken for this manipulation. Then to stop data exploration if an analysis yields a significance. So once the significance has come, then there is no further need to do the study and just stop the further data exploration. So all this has led to a very wrong practice because people were only focusing on the p value. So now we can see the what is the extent of p value hacking. So we can see in this slide that it extends across various streams like biological sciences, chemical engineering, computer, medical, multidisciplinary, as well as psychology and cognitive sciences. Now we can see here that the concept of p-value hacking or the practice of p-value hacking is actually less in medical and health sciences, but it is rampant in the other journals. So we can see that nobody is left out from this concept of p-value hacking, and it is very much common. So now, what is the solution for this p-value hacking? Should people stop accepting articles which who does the p-value effect, or we should actually abandon the concept of p-value reporting? So there are several solutions. So one of the solution is uh, to is like taking threshold of p-value from 0.05 to less than 0.005. So you can see in this figure, so there are two reasons why p 0.005 should be taken as a cutoff. So one reason is that if the p-value 0.005 is taken as a cutoff, then it actually correlates with the BF factor 25.7 and 14. So the BF factor is between 14 to 25.7. So this BF factor is actually considered as a very strong evidence of treatment effect. So that's why there is a suggestion that P can be taken 0.005, because we if you look at the other side, then P 0.05, it actually correspond to BF factor between 2.4 to 3.4. So based on this reasoning, P 0.005 was taken as in consideration. Now there is another reason also. Another reason is that if you lower the threshold, then the chances of false positive rates are also getting reduced. So you can see in this figure that curve for 0.05 threshold and curve for 0.005 threshold. So with the 0.005, the false positive rate are around 1.15. So because of these two reasons, P 0.005 suggested. Now let's see, if we implement this concept of 0.005, then how is the publication, if those publications who were actually reporting 0.05 as a significance, but if we lower the threshold, then how many of those articles will still remain significant? So in this table you can see that there are top 10 gastro journal which reported 19 RCTs and 117 primary outcome. Now, out of this, if the p-value is taken 0.05, then 56% were significant. So 56% article were showing the p-value significant. But if we if we lower the threshold, then p value 0.005, with that the number of articles which return the significance, it is only 26 percentage. So you can see there is a half in the significant journals article. Now, when we look at other journals like 11 to 20 rank high rank gastro journal, then it was 63.3 with P0 0.05, then it reduces to 31.7 percentage. And for general medicine journal, it is a 68% with 0.05, but it reduces to 40%. So you can see there is a remarkable reduction in the significance level. So that means that if we introduce this concept, then there are chances that we can actually remove those studies which are showing significance by some fee, by some hacking, or by some manipulation. So a take-home message is that till we find some permanent solution of the selective reporting, let's go with some temporary solution. So P less than 0.005 is a temporary solution. So those article or those result which shows that P value is less than 0.005, then only those will be considered as a significant, and any value between 0.005 to 0.05 should be taken as a suggestive. So it depends on then editors that whether to publish this article or not, or even in the article, they can mention that results are only suggestive, and there is need to do some large randomized studies for such treatment effect. So if we lower the threshold, then it is beneficial for some new drug or some new treatment effect where we can actually weed out some non-effective drug. So that was all for today's discussion, friends. So if you would like this video, then you can click on the like button, and if you want to have some more video in the future, then you can subscribe my YouTube channel. So thank you very much. Have a nice day.